Hey everybody, got another video here for you. So I switched down to 80 grit. It made pretty quick work with things. And there's a little bit of like lacquer burr, almost you might say, on like this edge. I just cleaned it up with the blade and it should be ready to go. Might need another mill taken off it though. Well, it looks like the neck alignment got messed up when the guitar fell off the bench. So I'll have to fix that. Okay, neck alignment's looking a lot better now. And the bridge is all in position and everything's all straight and lined up this way, but not this way. It's still high. Oh, it's probably around 3 mil action at the moment. I'm going to need to take probably another millimeter off the bottom of this thing. It's almost there. Action's about, it's probably 1.6 mil. So, yeah, I think I'll take just a little bit more off the bridge. So at this point, I literally only have to take like 1 or 2/10 of a millimeter off the bottom of this thing. So, I'm not going to use the belt sander. I'm going to use my, as flat as I can possibly make it, sanding block, which I leveled with a leveling beam. And it's made out of solid flame maple and good hard stuff. And I'm going to use that in order to finish out. I'll just give a few strokes, pop it in, tighten up the string, see where I'm at, loosen up the string, pop it back out, a few more strokes. Yeah, so dialing it in by hand. And I'm not going to film it. I'll be back when it's done. Well, that's got it. Gave it 300 strokes back and forth with the sanding block, then I got impatient, put it back on the belt sander for 40 seconds, and I don't know how much I took off, but less than a millimeter, I'm sure. And yeah, it's right where it should be now. You try to slip, this is at the end of this thing, it's kind of worn down or whatever. It's actually 1.4 mil, and you can almost slip it under there without moving the string. So the string's just under 1.4 mil, which is just where I want it. Well, the number 5 lock pin is too long for a 30 gauge, so I'm going to have to sand the end off of this one as well. Well, I didn't have to sand the end off of the lock for the number 4 string, a 22 wound, so that worked fine. And hopefully, well, that means that I won't have to do that to any of the rest of them either. But it also means that hopefully I won't have any issues with the number 1 string, an 8 gauge, slipping or not clamping tightly. Okay, it's strung up and it's tuned up and it's sounding quite impressive. The amp is set at 3, yeah, and bass and treble are both pegged at 10. There's no mid-range, it's on the clean channel, no effects of any sort, and this thing's sounding quite loud and quite clear. I'm surprised. I was just had the X15 with the quad rails hooked up, and it wasn't nearly as loud. It was at volume 4, and it wasn't even as loud as this, I don't think, by comparison. But that's why I want to be able to get some numbers out of these things instead of just, because this amp, you know, if the difference between 3 and 3.5 is significant. So, but yeah, anyway. Let's see here. Off, double, single, double, single. Not that much difference. Then again, basically what you've got is in double, you've actually got 2 small humbuckers in series. And in single, you've got just one of the small humbuckers. Because each of these is essentially a small humbucker. And then they take 2 small humbuckers and they put them into, they make it a 4-pole huge humbucker, or 4-coil huge humbucker, and then the coil split is still a small humbucker. Each of these, both the north and the south coil splits, is each still a small humbucker. So you don't actually get just a single winding out of any of the wires here. You get either these 2, or these 2, or all 4. So, but anyway, yeah, that's going, and I guess I need to make something more than that in the way of noise with this thing. There's the leg bar, and it needs a strap and strap locks, and I still have to hook up the bridge wire, but I think that with the wireless, let me think. No, wireless gets rid of your capacitance loss from a long cable. That's what wireless does. It doesn't necessarily solve grounding and hum issues, but I'm not getting anything, so yeah. So that's cool. I don't think I even get anything if I touch the rails on the pickup, so definitely cool. So in the spirit of showing all steps, this is the, I guess, second to last step, is I took little leather hole punch thingies and punched out these holes bigger and put on the strap locks. And I already put the button part of the strap locks on the swing bar, so that's all ready to go. And then the only other thing left is that bridge crown wire. And there it is with the strap on it. And now the only thing left is the bridge crown wire. So there's not that much to this last little bit here. All I need to do, what I've done is I took the Allen, and there's a grub screw goes in this side and grub screw goes in this side. And I took the one on this side and I put it in so that it's up to halfway in the hole, or the slot here. And then this one, I put it in, made sure they closed up and clamped up against each other, which they do. And it's not like they both start spinning or something. And then I backed this one off in order to give room to actually shove this wire in. And now the next step is I figure out about how long I want it to be, which would be, say, like about there. grab the wire strip cutter thingies and cut it off, and then I strip it. We'll try, I don't know, 24 gauge maybe. Maybe not. Maybe not. 26 gauge. Ah, there we go. 26 gauge. There it is. And twist them up. Nice and tight. And then this goes in. Get some light down in there. See what's going on. Okay. This goes between the two screws. Come on, get over there. Gotta get it bent pointing the right direction here. Okay, let's try that. There it is. Alright. That's in. And tighten it up. Okay, that's tight. And that's tight. And that's everything. And just kind of push this thing down here. And that should do it. Down you go, wire. Yeah, that'll do. I think that completes the build. Until the next one, everybody, have a good one. Well, I always forget something every time I go to the store, and it looks like it's that way with guitars too. I forgot to put the locks on, and just now I just checked to make sure that there's enough break angle behind the nut. And there is, and I don't need a string retainer. So I'm going to put on the locks, and everybody have a good one, and I'll see you in the next one. See you all later. Okay, I think that's going to do it for this video. So until the next one, everybody, have a good one.